Hope you're excited for another awesome week. This is for week April 27th through the 1st of May. Can you believe it? We're already to May. And with that, we've got an awesome week. I'm going to go through your week with you. And as a reminder, you can always see what you have for schoolwork on this email in the Google Drive on the middle school instruction sheet. Before I started, I want to talk to you a little bit about accountability. Accountability is one of our habits of character and learning. And I have a quote that says, accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. Really, everything you do in life is a result of your choices. And right now, you're doing school at home. You don't have teachers. Your parents probably are working and busy. So it's up to you to take accountability, because what you choose to do is how much you're going to be able to learn while you're learning from home. So before I go through your grade instructions, I want you to watch this video, and then after we'll go over your instructions. Check it out. I miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. Remember, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. we meet as a crew. Join us. The Google Classroom, Google Classroom will have the invite for that. Tuesday at 9, see you there. And this week, I'm going to send emails out to those students that I want to lead the greeting, reading, and initiative. All right, you guys.
We've all heard it. It's not my fault. She did it first. I forgot. It's not my job. These are all excuses. Excuses just blame others so we don't have to be responsible for what we did. Here's what I say. It's time we own what we do and start taking responsibility. How can we do that? Well, today we've got 3 things we can do to stop making excuses and start owning our actions. I'm Morgan, this is Rocket Kids, and let's get this started. Okay, I know what you're saying, but Morgan, sometimes it really isn't my fault. I get what you're saying, I do, but I say, yeah, it is your fault. Hold on, okay, stay with me here. You are you. Everything you do is you doing it, not someone else. It's you. Everything I do is me doing it. Yeah, that's me. If I slide down a muddy hill in my new clothes or get a bad grade on a test, that's me that did that. I might say, Sally made me go down that hill, or Sarah has my math book so I couldn't study. The truth is, Sally and Sarah didn't have anything to do with it. So stop blaming and start owning. Number 1, own your part. Something happened, no matter whose fault you may think it is. And now you have to explain it to an adult, why you did what you did. That's so not fun. We can blame someone else, but you are a part of this. So you need to take a step back, think about what happened, and look at what part you took in it. Here, tell me what you think of this. One kid swipes a toy from another kid. So what does the other kid do? He kicks the other kid. You may say that that kid deserves to be kicked. He swiped the toy. But let's take a step back. 2 things happened. One kid swiped a toy. The other kid responded by kicking. Did both kids do something? Yes, they did. So now they both have to be responsible for their own actions. Number 2, cause and effect. You ever heard of cause and effect? It goes something like this. Because I did this, this happened. I didn't study, so I failed the test. I jumped in a puddle, so my shoes got wet. You get the idea. Sometimes the effect is good. Because I helped clean the classroom, I got extra time at recess. That's good. Because he swiped the toy, I kicked him. Not good. Just remember that something will happen with everything that we do. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's bad. So, do things that have positive outcomes, not negative ones. Number 3, solve the problem. When faced with something, we have choices that we can make. Sometimes we make bad choices, and that's okay because we can learn from those mistakes. And sometimes we make good choices. When we make bad choices, that's when we start to blame other people and things for our mistakes and problems. So let's think about the choices you have to avoid the problem in the first place. Let's put it this way. I get a bad grade on my project, and all I can say is the teacher didn't explain how to do it. Wait, that's my excuse? I didn't own that. Maybe I can ask myself, what could I have done about that? How could I have avoided that bad grade? Did I think about asking the teacher to explain the project to me if I didn't understand it? Maybe I should have, because that's better than blaming my teacher for my bad grade. I got the bad grade, not her. We have choices and we are all smart people. So let's solve the problem before it's a problem. As kids, we will do a lot of things to avoid taking responsibility for our actions. Let's face it, no one likes to get in trouble, especially kids like you and me. But if we can own our part, know that all actions have good and bad outcomes, and work to avoid the problem before it's a problem, then we can learn to take responsibility for our actions. And guess what? We stop blaming others, and we own it. It's you doing what you do, and no one else.
All right, so I hope that you can take some of those thoughts from that video while you do your work this week. Remember, it is up to you to make a difference in your own learning. So, 6th graders, let's talk about what you're doing. As always in math, you have 45 minutes of iReady per week. Make sure you're logging those hours and really trying to learn those concepts. And then you've got your instruction pages and math pages. As always, there's video links on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan and homework help meetups, Monday through Friday from 1 to 1:45. For ELA, make sure you're joining Mr. Levitt on Wednesdays from 10 to 11 to chat and hang out and book talk. For ELA, you should be doing iReady 45 minutes per week. So try to get that done. Remember, we're really prioritizing math and ELA. Those are the really important subjects to do. And then you should be reading 45 minutes of whatever book you've chosen each day, as well as you're expected to write 30 minutes per day. And this week you're going to be writing your opinion of the article that is attached in the Google Classroom. So you're going to go to your Google Classroom, find that article, and then you're going to write an opinion on that. There's also a link to that assignment on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan. All right, for science, you're going to analyze data to provide evidence for the effects of resource availability on organisms and populations in an ecosystem. What you're going to do is you're going to answer questions in a Google form. That link is here on the Online Weekly Plan, I'm sure as well on your Google Classroom. So make sure you join your Google Classroom and you go to that link. For social studies, you're going to choose who your favorite historical figure is, and then you're going to answer some questions about them and what you wonder if they were living today. How would they act differently? This is a creative assignment, so I want you to be creative with this. And some of the suggestions for this: George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Babe Ruth. What would it be like if they were here today? All right, PE. A couple things. Make sure you're tracking activities. I'm adding activities to that link as well as tracking that on the PE tracker. You can find those on the weekly plan as well as on your PE Google Classroom. Also, on Wednesday from 12:30 to 1, I'm going to do a live yoga session. I would love for you to join me. Any student, 6th, 7th, or 8th is invited, as well as teachers and staff. So I hope to have lots of students come and learn a little bit about yoga and how to be mindful. So join me. The link is going to be on the Google Hangout as well as Google Classroom. All right, for art, you've got your daily sketchbook, sketch an object of your house. Hopefully you have that being compiled. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw features of a face. You're going to follow along with Miss Hendricks as she draws. The link is provided that she's recorded of herself. And then you're going to find a close-up photo of a face. And she's also provided some choices you can use. Or you can draw one of a magazine. You're going to redraw that face using the skills you've learned from the video. As always, Miss Hendricks is doing her draw-along drop-in on Thursdays from 1 to 2. Join her on Thursdays and draw something awesome as you follow along with her. Last is STEM. You should be keeping a record of the hours of service and submitting those to your Google Classroom. Hopefully you've joined that by now for STEM. And then make sure that you're also just logging onto there, and you should be able to see if there's anything else that you want to, Miss Golding wants you to do. So one of the things you need to do is you need to create a video or a slideshow showcasing the service that you've been doing. So make sure you go onto your STEM Google Classroom for more information on that. All right. Hopefully you guys are awesome. I'll see you on Tuesday morning for crew and Wednesday for the PE yoga online class, 12:30 to 1. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Miss you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will chat on Tuesday. Take care, guys.